It's the Channel Mom Show with Jenny Dean Schmidt. We're here for you.
Brought to you by Pediatric Dental Group of Colorado, creating positive and rewarding dental visits for kids of all ages since 1977. I heard a story. You ready for the story, Shell?
Let's hear the story.
I heard a story about a week ago about a desperate mom contacting a radio station. Somebody actually told me about this story through email. They emailed it to me. The woman in the email told me that she was listening to another Denver radio station, one that we won't mention, and a lady wrote in or called in to say that she was out to dinner with some friends, and they were talking about their kids. And during this conversation, she admitted that she had regrets about having her own children. Her friends were upset by her revelation and are now not speaking to her. So at this point, the woman who admitted having regrets about having her kids, about being a mom, was writing to the radio station to ask how to respond to her angry friends. Okay, this story hurts me on a number of levels as a mom. The first level is this. The woman is having regrets about being a mom. So, of course, I find that disturbing for both the mother and for the kids. And I would admit that the perfect mom part of me, and I'm not a perfect mom, but the part that I fancy to be a perfect mom, wants to say, what is wrong with you, lady? What's going on? There's something deeper going on here. And something lurking beneath that admission of regret. And this is it. I think that her regret about being a mom and having children has something to do with the fact that we diminish motherhood in our society. Hear me out here. We do it so much that to the point that moms don't get the value of what they're doing. No one's cheerleading them. No one's saying, oh my gosh, you're making a difference in the world because you're raising the next generation. However you raise your kids is going to determine whether we have another Abraham Lincoln or another, whoever that's going to solve the mystery of cancer, so on and so forth. In the 60s and 70s, and I'm going to blame it on this era, and this is probably going to make some people mad, but we've got so busy telling women that they could burn their bras and wear the pants in the family and run corporations that their other roles, like motherhood, got stomped on a little bit. We got so immersed in liberating women that I think we almost separated them from at least one of their divine purposes. And I'm not saying that that's all a woman can be, is a mom or a wife. I'm not saying that. Okay. So don't accuse me of being a chauvinist, but I do see, and I saw a whole conversation of women on television the other day talking about the damage that the 60s and 70s did to motherhood and to kind of traditional things like that. Like, it really doesn't matter anymore. You go out, girl, and you earn the bread and you wear the pants of the family and you do whatever you want to do.
You can do it all. But
actually, yeah.
You can't.
No. And also, or put the career stuff first even.
Yes.
We now give women accolades for other things. Things like a 6-figure salary and driving the right kind of car and living in the right kind of house and having the great body because she has time to work out. We give her
the money to get it fixed.
Yeah. And the media glorifies these things too, but they certainly do not glorify motherhood. That's why this show exists. Need I say it again? Because there's a crisis in America, a crisis in the American family, and the media is partly to blame. And that is why the Channel Mom Show is here, to fill in that void in the media where moms are not getting any honor and they're forgetting how important their job is. So they turn away from it in some cases. Like this mother who called into the radio station. We are starting a little mom revolution to lift up motherhood in the media. So motherhood is cool again. And if I dare say, it even has a little sex appeal. It's cool to be a mom. So that moms know what they do is honored and important. We give it its proper props. You like that on Channel Mom? We do. The other reason that this story hurts me, by the way, is the reaction that these friends had to this mom.
I know. She needs some new friends.
Yes. Christians get a lot of flack for being judgmental and holier than thou. I myself am a Christian, and I've been accused right along with all the other Christians of being holier than thou. So it really hurts me when I see groups who may or may not be Christians making exactly the same mistake. Instead of shunning this woman and being holier than thou, being better than her, quote unquote, who admits to feeling regret. This woman is admitting to feeling regret about her kids or regret about being a mom. They should have come alongside her instead of shunning her and built her up as a mom and said, we know it's tough. We know nobody is telling you how important your job is as a mom or how precious or valuable your kids are, but we'll coach you. We'll encourage you. We'll help you feel good about those babies of yours. But instead, they turned away from her. I mean, really? How is she ever going to have hope of being a good mom? How is she ever going to have hope of overcoming that regret of having her kids if nobody comes alongside of her and tells her? I'm here to tell you, if by chance you're listening in Denver, Colorado, if you are feeling bad about being a mom, girl, I forgive you, A, and B, it's okay. What you're doing is incredibly important. No matter, even, I bet you right now there's somebody turning the radio station because I'm talking about motherhood. Because to them, it's not important. But what they fail to realize is it determines the future of our country. How moms raise their kids, right? That's
right.
One reason we want to start this. And Dan, if you want to get that yesterday, that's one reason that we're starting this nonprofit where we're in the midst of working on trying to set up a nonprofit underneath ChannelMom called Moms Who Listen, which would be a national hotline for moms to call in if they're feeling bad about their kids, feeling violent about their kids, feeling regrets about having their kids, needing to talk, needing somebody to calm them down so they don't hit somebody.
And they don't feel bad for feeling bad.
Yeah.